gods and understanding that our melanin is so powerful and it connects us in a way that the reason why they fear black, the reason why they fear is because the lack that they have of it. So then when you see what, Dr. Francis.
So wait, what is he saying? Is he suggesting that white people, they're racist because they have a fear of not having melanin?
Then let's go to what it really is then. When we talk about the power of melanated people.
Melanin.
When we talk about who we really are as gods and understanding that our melanin is so powerful and it connects us in a way that the reason why they fear black, the reason why they fear is because the lack that they have of it. So then when you
this is pretty insane stuff.
See what Dr. Francis C. Wellesley talked about is that fear and that
just genetic annihilation.
Deficiency.
Genetic annihilation. Sounds like the video I just reacted to.
When you have a person that has the lack of pigment, the lack of melanin, that they know that they will be annihilated. So therefore, however they got the power, they have the lack of.
I mean, to a certain extent, like I was just reacting to that video about demographic change. People are worried about getting annihilated, so.
Compassion.
But I don't think it's for that reason.
That melanin comes with compassion. Melanin comes with soul.
Melanin comes with compassion. So this guy, Nick Cannon, how is this different than the nonsense that the alt-right talks about? That race comes with certain, your ethnicity, your skin tone comes with certain characteristics like compassion. Wow.
Compassion, that melanin, however they got the power, they have the lack of compassion. That melanin comes with compassion.
Melanin comes with compassion.
Melanin comes with soul. That we call
comes with soul.
We call it soul. We soul brothers and sisters. That's the melanin that connects us. So the people that don't have it are a little, and I'm gonna say this carefully, are a little less. And where the term actually comes from, because I'm bringing it all the way back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where.
So Nick Cannon guy was in hot, at least on Twitter. Most people don't care because the media just gives Louis Farrakhan and his racist antics a total pass, right? Whenever celebrities gush over Louis Farrakhan. Barely, like Drew Brees. If Drew Brees talks about how he'll never sit for the flag, that's a national news story for like 2 days. But when celebrities gush over Louis Farrakhan, you barely hear about it unless you're active on Twitter. And Nick Cannon, he has an admiration for Louis Farrakhan.
Back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where they may not have the compassion or the when they were sent to the mountains of Caucasus, when they didn't have the power of the sun, that the sun then started to deteriorate them. So then they're acting out of fear, they're acting out of low self-esteem, they're acting out of a deficiency. So therefore, the only way that they can act is evil. The only way they have to rob, steal, rape, kill, and
fight or flight,
in order to survive.
Exactly.
So then these people who didn't have what we had, and when I say we, I speak of the melanated people.
Right.
They had to be savages. They had to be barbaric. Because they're in these Nordic mountains. They're in these rough, torrential environments, so they're acting as animals.
And see now, some goof like that alt-right video I just responded to, they might look at what Nick Cannon is saying and say, yeah, he's absolutely right. That's why we can't live in the same society. That's why we can't live in the same neighborhood, because when two people of two different races, two different ethnic backgrounds, when they see each other, they just get into a fight. I think back when Louis Farrakhan, years ago, before he got banned off Twitter, I think he said something about, you can probably find the screenshot or tweet somewhere. Here we are. So yeah, Minister Farrakhan tweeted, "Black people, we should be more convinced that it is time for us to separate and build a nation of our own. Richard Spencer, the white nationalist, retweeted saying, "We in the alt-right are open for a real dialogue." So when people don't believe me when I say, yeah, Louis Farrakhan, Nation of Islam, alt-right, they're all essentially the same, and they might actually work together when people come to these extremes. If hopefully that never happens. But yeah, it looks like Nick Cannon is ready for that dialogue. Wow.
Right.
So they're the ones that are actually closer to animals. They're the ones that are
White people are closer to animals because white people they see the lack of power because of the lack of melanin in their skin. They get jealous.
actually the true savages, and then they built up such this I don't want to say warrior, but they built up such.
Again, this is disappointing because I didn't know Nick Cannon thought this way until recently. I didn't know what Nick Cannon thought about politics in general, but I actually always kind of liked Nick Cannon. He always seemed like a pretty good guy, funny guy, worked hard, someone to look up to. This guy is an accomplished gentleman in the entertainment world. I remember he was on America's Got Talent. I thought he was a pretty good host for AGT. I know he's had a radio show in LA for a long time, but oof. Some pretty bad stuff, Mr. Cannon.